That's all you do. I suppose.
yeah.
Say something to yourself quietly.
That's crazy. That. Anyway.
Yeah, you got more of your.
There's a couple more. Yeah, there's a few more. So there's the one that I've talked about a few times before, the Chernobyl fungus that eats radiation.
No, I've never heard of that one.
Oh, mate, it's great. So,
even though, hold on, before you say this though, this could arguably not be something that wouldn't exist without us, because there's theories that
it doesn't exist anywhere else in nature apart from in the Chernobyl power plant.
Right now. But there's theories that back in the day there was a lot more nuclear stuff just around. Things were still nuclear. When it was
this thing adapted very quickly, so there's a very real chance it had like lineage to something that had already lived off of radiation.
Because there's so many animals in Chernobyl that they expected to die off, but they've just adapted.
Yeah, they've changed colour.
Already in there.
That's the weirdest thing. They change colour. Like a lot. Oh, it's done it again. There's a lot of ones that I'm just gonna keep going. There's a lot of ones that change colour in the way they fucking like. Look, there's birds that were usually. Hey, we're back again.
That was quick.
There were usually birds that are that were blue in Chernobyl.
I think we are back. I think it's going to go off again in a minute.
There were ones that were blue in Chernobyl initially before Chernobyl happened, and those same birds now are like robin coloured. They're
I've seen a lot of that too. Yeah.
And there's wolves that are like slightly different colours as well. They're like whiter and stuff.
Topic in the future to cover in properly.
Oh yeah, I'd love to do that. A deep dive in the animals of Chernobyl.
Yeah.
But this particular fungus, I thought it was just one. There's 3 different funguses that are separately eating radiation in Chernobyl's core.
Wow, okay. So actually in the core of the plant as well.
And not only
I suppose it's the strongest there, it makes sense.
Not only that, it actually literally reduces the radiation in the area by it being around.
Yeah, so it's actually doing
it is actually absorbing and using the radiation to grow more fungus.
So it just sounds like a natural response to radiation.
Yeah.
This does.
And not only that,
which is cool.
One of them at least, is actually edible.
Wow.
You can eat this shit.
Not radioactive.
It's not radioactive at all because it's eating all the radiation.
That's weird, isn't it? You'd expect there to be like a radioactive trace left or something.
Nothing.
Wow.
Because it swallows all of it.
Yeah.
Like a plant photosynthesizing. It swallows all of it.
Like us eating stuff and getting energy to our limbs and whatnot.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
And it's also, I think everybody should think differently about plants in general, because they've now confirmed that loads of species of plants and grass scream.
Yep. When you
cut them.
Yeah.
Which is mental.
And as I said, there's
and some
giraffes.
release chemicals to make them taste weird.
Yeah.
So
there's a giraffe. There's ones that giraffes eat in Africa, and when one of them gets bitten, it sends out a signal through its roots to other trees in the area that makes them make their leaves more bitter.
Wow. So it's screaming out to his friends.
Yeah, he's stop, it's eating me, save yourselves.
Or is it like a hive mind between loads of different trees?
It might be, because
that
tree I don't think actually makes itself more bitter. It's like it takes one for the team and the rest of them don't have to take it.
And you'd think that would only really happen in a hive mind situation, because everything's main goal is to survive everything.
Speaking of hive minds, did you see that?
It's why it's impossible to just hold your breath and die.
Yeah.
You can't do it. Your body would not let you. Okay, I'm sorry.
But there was a test they did, literally just top down, a bunch of ants versus a bunch of humans moving the same object through the same maze at the same scale, right? So the humans had one that was human size and the ants had one that was ant size. And the ants beat the humans at getting the fucking puzzle beaten. This thing has to sort of be put in the right way, and then it has to be twisted inside and then pushed out the other way. And the fucking ants beat the humans by a good 5 seconds. It's fucking crazy. No, we weren't too far behind.
We were at least coming close on their heels.
The thing is, though,
when they have instead of heels,
when they did it
on their thorax,
when they did it with one human and one ant, the one human beat the one ant hands down.
That makes sense.
Just hands fucking down.
I suppose they don't have to communicate, do they, as much, because they're hive-minded? Is that what you...
Yeah. They are weirdly connected in a way that we still can't quite explain.
So it might be easier to do with twins. For the people.
All right, Mengele.
I'm not saying force them to do it, Hey, we'll make it fun, we'll give them some stuff.
Yeah.
Be even better if they were twins that were like non-verbal autistic,
Yeah.
because I'm so interested in this evidence that's come out, like all this stuff. I say come out, it's always been there. Are people saying, like, parents and teachers saying they know what I'm thinking, they know what I'm going to say before I say it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they catch on.
I love that, because I love the idea with the brain. There's all this hidden stuff that the brain can do that we just don't know about. I fully think that.
I'm going to try and say some of the names of some of these funguses, right? Because they're cool and they're difficult. So
Okay, go on.
it is Cladosporidium sphaerospermum. Yeah, I know.
Sperm.
Wangelia dermatitididius.
Titty.
Yeah. And Cryptococcus neoformans.
Oh man, it's just a dirty person that named all these.
Yeah.
You got tit cock, and what was the other one? There was something else in the what? Sperm?
Coccus and sperm, yeah.
What? Tit
Yeah,
cock.
tit cock and sperm.
Tit cock and sperm.
Tit cock and sperm.
And what was the first one? Maybe there was something hidden in there that we didn't clock onto.
There was Cladosporium sphaerospermum. No, yeah. And then
Cladosporium.
Wangelia. Oh, that is Wangelia, which is a wang.
It sounds like wank.
Wangelia titididius.
Titty idiot.
Yeah. And then Cryptococcus neoformans.
Dirty fun guys. They're not just fun guys, they're dirty guys.
They're dirty fun guys.
That was wordplay then. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Wordplay.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
There is also a plastic-eating fungus, which we've discovered.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, which is very, very useful, obviously, for very, very clear reasons. You can just go, have at it, motherfucker. Decompose that motherfucking shit.
That would make a lot of sense if they use that to make, ways of getting rid of it. Because I know there's all these different ways of getting rid of them. And there's these people, I don't know what their method is, though. There's these people that you can go to where you can have the microplastics removed from your blood.
Oh, that's cool.
With, I can't remember if it was injections or lights now. I can't remember. But yeah, but there's no real...
like scientific backing for it.
There might be. It's just they're not really, openly telling you what it is.
Yeah.
So who knows?
There are also plastic-eating worms. Did you know that?
What, appeared at already eat plastic?
No, it's not appeared and
Or
only
they
eat plastic. It's just we found out that
started
they
eating.
can eat plastic.
Oh, okay.
They can eat polystyrene specifically, and quite a lot of plastics can be turned into polystyrene quite quickly. And you could basically turn a lot of stuff into stuff and then just feed it to these worms.
When you say polystyrene, are we talking like the little peanut things?
Yeah, the little like balls
not. Oh yeah,
the
okay.
packing stuff that you use to like.
Yeah. So but when it's pushed together, essentially, because the blocks you get is like a load of balls pushed together.
This is more like the packing peanuts kind of thing.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
I'm
like
okay with them.
The softer things.
It's when it's a block.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah. They can eat that as well.
It. Oh, it's weird.
The
guys.
static shit.
Yeah, I can't be touching that. The sound of it. It's the sound. Do you know why it is?
What?
I don't know if I've told you this before, but anyone that dislikes the sound of chalkboard on a nail on a chalkboard,
that kind of thing. Yeah.
It's because we've evolved to amplify the pitch or the kind of tone of the human voice.
Yeah.
And it's the same tone, so it amplifies in our ears.
Yeah.
Nails on a chalkboard, a balloon when you're rubbing that.
Yeah.
Polystyrene too. And for me, maybe it's an autism thing as well. I can't deal with it.
But look, Matilda was scraping out a bowl with a fork the other day, and I was like, that is too much. I had to put my fingers in my ears. It's like I can't handle that. That is crazy.
It's one of the things I love about living on my own. And even with the mum in the other room, I can come to the other room and she can't chase me making noises.
Yeah.
I had friends who used to attack me with polystyrene because they knew this about me. Girlfriend used to put it on her when she didn't have anything else on, for example.
Oh, fucking
and I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah. Nope.
I mean, it's my kryptonite. Superman has kryptonite, or Martha, and I have polystyrene.
Yeah. Or Sandra.
Well, it's not really my kryptonite. I mean,
someone went for your mum, you'd have a go at.
Oh yeah,
but
so it's a trigger more than anything.
Yeah, that's what it was saying for Superman, wasn't it?
I suppose no.
And Batman.
It was
why you say that?
No, it chilled them out. To be fair, for anything.
Yeah, it did.
They were like, as soon as they mentioned
right,
their mum, they
legit,
spunked.
other thing, yeah, it's like the opposite side.
Yeah, they were already fighting, and then they mentioned Martha, and they're like, Your mom's got the same name as my mom.
Yeah.
We're best friends now.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
we best friends?
Hang
I
on,
think
your
we
mum's
are.
name Martha? Goddamn, I'm an asshole. I'm killing a guy whose mum's name's Martha. Shit.
God damn it.
Goddamn.
We're the same person.
I can't be killing a motherfucker whose mum's name's Martha.
Stupidest thing ever.
If it
man.
was Zorax the Monka flu, that would have been fine.
Who made that film? Was that Zack Snyder?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's no excuse for that then.
Zachy Snides.
I mean, there wasn't any. Oh, I'm sure there probably was some.
You know what I realised the
studio
other day?
dealing, meddling.
Zack Snyder is the perfect director for a 2013 edgy teen.
What do you mean?
A teen who's wearing like a flame like embroidered t-shirt. He's got spiked up hair.
Yeah.
He's watching fucking
Baggy
Scuzz
trousers.
TV. He's got the baggy trousers.
On a
He's in
sitting
a
on a
band.
skateboard even though he can't
Yeah.
skate.
Yeah.
I used to carry a skateboard around with me.
100%. Yeah, 100%. That guy, his favourite director is Zachy Snides. 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He also got a chain on his wallet.
Shit, it's slow-mo. Awesome.
Got a wallet with a chain on that hangs even though he's got no money in it. 'Cause
Yeah.
He's too young to really have money.
Yeah. It's like no one's going to steal the fucking 50p you've got for the bus home, mate. It's fine.
I didn't even go that far, man. I was around my grove the whole time. I chilled in my grove. Once I got to like year 6, I started chilling in my grove. And I lost the baby weight then.
Yeah.
And
chilling in the grove.
like
What the
best
fuck
mates
are
with a
you
girl.
Are you from fucking GTA San Andreas? Chilling in the grove.
Well, the one girl that we used to chill with was CJ.
Oh, fucking hell.
So we found it funny when that came out.
That's
because we were in the grove.
Yeah.
I was playing it with them and stuff. Like we used to talk about it.
Yeah.
The cars
All you
as
had
well.
to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
And everybody knew as well because I mean I was in Maypole, so it was a very white area.
Yeah.
And these people knew I had more of I felt more connected to the black comedy culture stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can't remember where I was going with that.
No. Anyway, there's drug resistance diseases as well. Obviously, there's things like MRSA.
There were also drugs that only exist because of us too.
Yep.
Just
That's
in
true.
case anyone's wondering.
But
That's
one of the
real.
last things I want to talk about, just because it's interesting. I've talked about it before, but did you know? First of all, I'll start with this one because I haven't talked about this. There are more mice living in and around humans than there are in nature.
Wow.
Out in the fields, in the trees, all that kind of stuff.
Mice and all that.
Less of them
Wood mouse.
overall than the amount that are just near humans.
Because they just like droppings and all that.
They've got all the food they could need. It's always warm.
Yeah.
Like mice are far easier to like escape your vision than a rat, for example. A rat's
Yeah.
a bit bigger. You're gonna notice a rat, but a mouse can get away with not being seen for ages. They can sit in a little hedge.
Yeah.
And they can wait for something to drop. Someone drops
Just
a
in the
little
walls of
chocolate
your
bar.
house.
That'll keep them going for fucking months.
Just in the walls of your house too, and
Yeah.
even the big ones can fit through such a tiny hole.
Mm-hmm.
It's shocking when you see like some of the when we had.
I used to have a
mice around here,
hamster, and like
Yeah.
hamsters are on the same level, and like literally,
I
like
think even
something
mice
about
would
that
manage to do more.
size squeezes down to something like that size and just fits through shit. It's
yeah,
like, what the fuck
I've
are you
seen them
doing?
fit through crazy tiny holes, man.
Yeah,
Or
You know
like
the reason
seen
why?
one on a trap and been like, you could have only come through that hole.
Yeah.
What the hell?
yeah. Like you know how they do it. Their jaw can actually sort of fold inside their head a little bit. So they can actually squeeze down to like smaller than their head normally looks, which allows them to get through. Like a mouse can get through
It'd be like
a
us
gap
going
like
to
that quite easily.
Be like us going to a gap where you could go from that to like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah,
That big.
yeah,
Like cave diving through a cave like that.
exactly. It would make
Ugh.
it a lot easier for some cave divers. But there we go.
Cave diving is wrong. Anyone
fucking-
that does that.
Occasionally I've sort of fall down the rabbit hole of watching a video of that, and then it's like,
No.
oh god, I'll watch another one. Oh god, oh god, oh god. And by the end of the night, I'm just having a panic attack.
Spelunking panic attack.
It's horrible.
I did watch
Why
something
would you?
earlier.
I did it once. It was horrible.
Really?
Horrible.
I
All
wouldn't
of my
even
friends wanted to do it. We were in fucking in Budapest,
diving as well.
and they were like, "Oh, let's get on a bus for like 2 hours to go into a cave for fucking 2 hours." and then drive back for 2 hours.
Going into a cave is one thing. I'm okay with that, but going into a cave and then diving through.
Oh, we were
tunnels-
going. Yeah, literally. Like I had to back out of it at one point because my shoulders literally would not go through this gap.
Well,
I was in a tiny little gap like this, upside down, right, trying to squeeze, and my head would just about go through, but my shoulder would not. I would have had to dislocate my shoulder to get it through.
that.
And like they were like, "Oh no, you're not going to fit through. Like go back up." Everyone had to get out of the way. I had to squeeze my way back up through this fucking thing backwards. Right? I get out, and then like one of these guides takes me around. Right? And it's a sheer fucking drop. Just we got down here. What? We got down here.
What? Oh wait, this is not in the water.
No, this is in a fucking cave. Pitch black, and all I can see
It's a sheer drop. It doesn't really matter if you're
in
in
front
water.
of me.
Does it?
No, it's literally a sheer drop down. All I can see is blackness below me. I can see about 6 feet down, and then blackness. Right, even with the torch on.
How big is the hole?
I don't know.
Oh no, I mean how wide? You know.
Oh, the wideness of it is literally just about that wide. Like
Oh, so it's not
4 or
comfortable that
5
you
feet.
can really swim
no.
in it.
So what you no, it's not
can't
it's not
tread
water or
water.
anything. There's no water in the cave. Luckily.
Oh,
It's not one of those ones.
that's what I was saying. Like you say, you're not in water.
No. This was
Oh.
just caving. This
Oh.
is just like
That's different then.
yeah.
I'm talking about. I mean, it's still.
No, this is the thing. Like this fucks me up. I can't do this right. Anyway, I have to push my back against one side of this fucking wall and push my legs against the other,
Yeah.
and slowly, like, crawl my way down.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long I'm going for because I have no idea. I've never done this before. I don't know how long the distance is.
Yeah, it'll take a while.
Yeah, but eventually I get to the bottom and it's like, okay, we go this way, and it's like,
As if they wouldn't give you like a safety thing. You hope.
oh
it
no,
wasn't
this
too
is
far.
this was Budapest, mate. This is Hungary. Fuck that shit.
Hey, I wouldn't do that on an empty stomach.
The
but
the only way to survive a
that was
taxi
good
ride
then.
in
I made it good
Hungary.
funny then.
So, yeah. The only way to survive a
That was
taxi
genuine.
ride in Hungary is to keep your eyes down at the floor and ignore the noises.
Right, I got you.
Like, that's the kind of country you're dealing
Stick
with.
your head between your legs and hope to God.
Yeah, just ignore whatever happens. It doesn't matter what he's shouting out the window. It doesn't concern you. Like, just let it happen.
Oh yeah, the thing I saw with the spelunking guy though was that he got they found this guy who got lost basically in these caves.
Yeah.
But when they found him, they didn't know he was even going to be going there. He was doing it drunk.
Yeah.
They'd all gone down too, but they'd gone a different way. Didn't realise he came down after. But what actually killed him was he got stabbed. Yeah, he got stabbed down there. And he died at the same time from blood loss and from suffocation. So he did both at the same time.
What the fuck?
Hmm?
Who the fuck stabs a motherfucker in a cave?
This is the mystery.
Ch-ch-pa-pa.
Ooh. And people are saying.
Do you
like,
reckon
know,
it was a pirate ghost protecting
Maybe.
his treasure?
That would make a lot of sense to
Yeah.
me. I mean, if that had the only feasible thing. Definitely not one of the other students or something that is lying. I mean, you never know.
That
though.
would be dangerous to have a murderer about. It's a lot safer for everyone if it's a pirate ghost
I think so too.
who's stuck in this little cave.
Yeah.
Just don't go in that cave.
And I can't imagine somebody killing someone. I think pirate murderer is.
That's impossible. That's
ghost
never happened.
pirate.
Yeah.
I guess pirate's more realistic.
Yeah. Totally more realistic.
Yeah.
But the last thing I want to talk about.
Yep.
Rats.
Did you finish your caving story? Because you did mention about
yeah,
going down the tunnel.
We went down the tunnel and I had to go through more tiny little caves. It was it was horrible. Like, for someone with, like, claustrophobic shit, it was not fun. Everyone else was having a whale of a time. I fucking hated it. And it was the first time I ever hated someone using the word super as an adjective. Oh, this movie was super great. Oh, we were having this food at this.
Did
this
he use that
place
voice
in-
too?
Yeah, this food in this place in Budapest, and the food was just so super good.
So was this the Budapest?
And
festival?
I had this milkshake the other day. It was so super good. It's like, oh my god! If I hear someone say that one more fucking time, I'm
What?
gonna slap them in their super face.
Was that one of the actual Budapest people, or?
Oh no, this was an American.
Oh, okay.
And that's that for me. Like, people using super as an adjective in that way is a very American thing, and I want it to fucking stop.
Oh, it makes a lot of sense that you said.
I
it was
fucking
American.
hate that. I fucking hate that. The only fucking time you're allowed to use
you're
the
moist.
yeah. Oh, mate.
That's your moist.
Yeah, the only time you're allowed to use the term fucking super as an adjective is if it's super fucking man or super fucking size. All right.
Or
Everything-
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Or super fucking docious, right? Everything fucking else you can use a good fucking adjective for. Giant, enormous, huge. Or if you're going in the other thing for super, for something that great, magnificent, eye-wateringly fantastic. There's stupendous. There's so many fucking words you can use. Super. Oh my god, it was so super. Did you enjoy that? It was super. Fuck you.
That's spontorific.
Anyway, rats.
That's
So
ratakaki.
yeah.
Oh,
Ratus.
Okay.
So rats have.
Just a quick one as well, though. Another little quick tangent to even though I could keep it actually. Yeah, there's on Prime. There's Colin Jost thing just come out on there now. It's pop culture Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
You know Jeopardy, don't you?
Yeah, I know Jeopardy.
Yeah, there's a pop culture version of that. It's cool.
Okay.
It's American pop culture,
Yeah,
unfortunately, though. So you can only answer so much.
Yeah, but you also learn some shit.
You do learn some
You
stuff.
learn some shit,
Just like
and
the
then you
real-
learn like, oh well, that's where that joke in Family Guy comes from.
Exactly.
Like that shit happens to me all the time. It's like, oh, that's a Simpsons joke. Oh, I get it now.
There's wrestling questions.
Ah,
I mean, come on. What else do you want?
that's perfect. Right.
The real one where you learn real world stuff.
Well, fucking rats, Carl.
Rats.
Right, so rats have been evolving alongside humans for just as long as, again, motherfucking dogs.
But they still manage to get tangled up together, just like dogs, though.
Yeah. So the so the dogs, you don't know, you know what it is. You don't knock it till you've been knotted. Oh god, that's such a horrible
Dirty.
phrase. So rats.
See, that's your T-shirt.
I just walk on stage with that T-shirt on. Fucking hell, that's a statement.
Two blokes
Oh,
to woke.
Yeah.
Two bloke not woke, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And yours is
Don't knock it till you've been knotted.
don't knock it, get knotted.
Oh fuck.
There you go. Don't knock it,
Don't
get
knock-
knotted. If you're
don't
gonna
knock
get
it,
rid
get
of as
knotted,
many
yeah.
words as possible,
Yeah.
don't knock it,
Get
get knotted.
So rats know what humans are thinking before they act.
Okay.
Rats have become so attuned to living with humans over such a length of time that they can tell if the human is going to be aggressive to the rat or not.
So they can like kind of smell their pheromones? Or?
Not even that. They literally look at the human's facial expression.
Okay, so the
They
human...
they interpret human body language and human facial expressions on the same level as dogs.
Okay, so it's not that they're actually being psychic then?
No, they
Okay.
are just.
I thought
literally-
we were saying it. I thought we were
they're-
talking about some like
they-
X-Men level rats or something.
No, they
Charles
also.
Xavier.
It can seem like that because they've got incredibly good reflexes in comparison to a human.
It does feel like that, like to like an autistic person. for
Yeah.
example. The more on
Yeah.
the spectrum you are, probably the less you recognise body language, from what I'm told. So to you, rats and dogs might have a lot on you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I can recognise some, but I do struggle sometimes.
I'm not that bad.
I'm not as
I
bad
don't know.
as a
I
dog.
don't know if I'm even. I don't know.
I'm better
I've
than
never
a dog.
I've never been diagnosed, so I can't say.
I've never been
Yeah.
officially diagnosed, but
Yeah.
I don't care because
I don't think diagnosis helps.
I don't really see what it
Put
does.
me in a box, please. I'd love to.
Yeah. I just people are just. I'm okay
I'll
with
give
that.
you a drug specifically for that, so you
Yeah.
don't think upon yourself.
I'm okay with the neurodivergent concept.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Yeah, neurodivergent is
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm okay with it. I get that concept. But yeah, it's nice having an idea so you can
Yeah.
recognise traits, for example, that make a bit more sense. You're like, oh, so that's why I do that, or I struggle with that.
Yeah.
It's nice knowing that sometimes. So as an adult, I'm kind of appreciating that now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't want to change. You appreciate your weirdness.
Yeah.
It's what you need to do.
That's what you need.
Everyone should appreciate the weirdness.
Get weird.
The things that
Get
make you weird are
funky,
the things that
Get
make you cool.
squishy.
Yeah. Stop being
It's
butt
logical.
munchers. Just get squishy with us.
Yeah.
Join the laughter
Laughter
wave.
wave. Make a
fuss.
But
Yeah, see, I know. I finally know the lyrics.
Yeah, the rats though are
So yeah.
are so genuinely good at understanding humans that they can basically manipulate us as well.
Hey, naughty rats.
Like rats that are owned by humans as pets
Oh.
actually squeak in the same decibels as babies.
Wow.
Just like dogs do when they're puppies, just like cats do when they're meowing. Cats don't meow that long when they're around
In the
other
wild.
cats.
In the wild.
They
and
do
that,
it
like,
around humans because they know that they get attention because they
Yeah.
do a meow in the same level as a baby, and that triggers a human to be like, oh, I care for it.
I wonder if it's just in general like the same tone as a person. Just in general, like babies and adults are the same. I imagine.
It's sort of like, it's hard to tell whether it's something that they're doing intentionally because they found that tone works, or whether it's
probably.
something that they do
Because they've noticed.
naturally because they've
babies do
evolved
it.
to learn that they've evolved to have that tone. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being around humans, I don't know, but like
Yeah.
tigers don't, for example, have the same level of cuteness in their voice, but they are cute when they
little
go.
baby ones look
Yeah.
really cute. Like same with the direwolves, they can look they look
They
really
can look
cute
really
when they're
cute,
little,
yeah.
and the noise they make are high pitched too.
Yeah,
So I guess that's an idea too. Like maybe they just recognise babies doing it.
Yeah.
They're like, we're going to make that noise because they give babies whatever. Because we are one of the few animals that, our babies will straight up die
yeah,
without the mum or dad or whatever.
Yep.
Or, like other animals, like have a chance, or like giraffes, like 4 hours after they're born, they're walking
Yeah.
or taking their first step. Whereas for us, it's years. Like so. You know what I mean? There's a concept that they might survive. Ours are dead.
We brought a fuckload of rats over to America as well.
Oh, right. Yeah, they've gone everywhere, haven't they? Because they're on
So
boats and that.
many rats because of us.
And they carry diseases.
Yep.
I'm guessing
Places
that's
that
probably 'cause
never
of
had
us.
rats had shitloads of rats after we left.
They're normally carriers for diseases, aren't they?
Oh,
though,
yeah.
A lot of the time, rather
Yeah.
than actually suffering
Bubonic
themselves.
plague.
Yeah, they carried it,
Mhm.
didn't they? It was on the fleas, wasn't it? Actually, that's why.
The
Yeah.
fleas carry the disease,
Yeah.
and it doesn't really affect the rats that much,
The
but it
mice carried
affects like humans significantly
Yes,
worse.
yeah. And the reason why the suits actually worked, even though they thought it was because of the they always assumed those suits worked because of the like the roses and the stuff
Yeah,
that was in the
yeah.
end of the nose, but it
Yeah.
actually worked because of the wax that was all over it.
Yeah, because it didn't allow contact with the skin.
Yeah, so the fleas would jump on and they couldn't get anywhere because of the wax.
Yeah.
I bet some got it still though,
Oh, definitely, because some of them have worked their way in.
Exactly. Or they
Fleas are
wouldn't have.
tricky little fuckers. They're
And-
nasty.
Yeah, everybody's been bitten by a flea at some point.
I had a fucking like a couple of years ago. I went through like a horrible time where the cat had brought in a shitload of fleas, and they just before you know what's happening, they're everywhere.
Cats are born with fleas, apparently.
Yeah.
They've always got some level of them on them.
The thing is, it was like
They're symbiotic
it was in a year where there had been particularly large amounts of fleas as well,
and warm too.
and particularly warm, and like no chance for any of them to die out. And none of the things that would have eaten them were around to eat them because it had fucking fucked them over as well.
Yeah,
like
why even
wasps
eat
and
a
things.
fly though? It seems like too small.
Wasps and things like that.
Oh, wow, okay.
And other like carnivorous beetles and things. were eaten.
It makes sense actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
the smaller stuff makes a lot of, like your
Yeah.
spiders too, probably.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. But like that, just because of the conditions, a lot of those stuff had died out. So there was just a fuckload of fleas, and the cat just kept bringing more in and more in and more, and it was just.
Another reason why I don't like cats going out.
Yeah, it was a nightmare, man.
Mm.
Everywhere you went, you were always covered in fucking fleas on your ankles. I got to the point where I was getting cling film, slapping it over my leg so it couldn't escape, holding it in the cling film, and then popping the little fucker.
Yeah.
Like, it was horrible. It
Oh,
was
and
fucking
I
horrible.
mean, did you meet my old dog Spike?
I think so. Yeah. It was, yeah.
So he had fleas at one point too, and in the end, I sat there with him for like a whole night 'cause he was proper chill, and I was just getting like a nick comb. I'd get through it, and I'd get like the
I remember you telling me that.
dip
That was
it
the
in-
same fucking
dip it into
year.
boiling water.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
same year because they were literally fucking everywhere.
Oh, okay. Oh,
They were
so
fucking
that makes sense
everywhere,
then in
yeah.
that case. Yeah, and then I managed to get him on this like itch, the stuff that you can get sent to your house each month. Itch is really good.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I found that actually stops fleas
Yeah.
coming back.
Yeah.
the Twinkle Cat has them, and she's never had fleas.
I got this spray stuff that came in a bottle, and it was just like it's literally fucking pesticide that they put on crops.
Jesus.
And it's just like spray this around and then close the door and don't go in there for 2 hours.
Oh, okay. So you're on about the killing stuff after.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
No,
bombs.
this was literally you spray it on and like nothing will grow here. Like everything's dead. It's
Wait, are we on about for fleas here? Or?
yeah, for fleas. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like you do it like throughout the room, you close the room, you leave it for 2 hours. You do it in the next room, close the room, leave
Yeah,
it
you
for 2
kill
hours.
them all.
And
And nothing will grow. Like,
It
fleas don't grow.
fucking reeked.
Yeah.
Like it was
I had the
so
bombs.
chemically. Yeah, yeah. But it fucking worked. Nothing came back.
They killed the fleas and shit.
Yeah.
But it's about getting them off the pet any though, 'cause that's where they keep coming from.
Yeah. But that's a little dive into creatures that only exist because of humans. I still think the most amazing one to me is the mosquitoes in the fucking subway.
That is amazing.
That's crazy.
Just how quick that happened. Like,
They've not been around that long, and yet this entire different version of this species exists and lives in those conditions specifically.
it could have only been like 150 odd years or something like that.
I mean, if it's going to happen with anything, it's going to happen with an insect first, isn't it?
yeah, obviously it's less impressive in general for an insect just because they're little.
Yeah, and
Their
they
generations are a lot shorter.
exactly that. They
makes a lot
adapt
of sense,
very
actually.
very quickly by comparison.
Yeah,
Evolution.
it makes sense. Evolution would be a lot quicker for them because the generations are so much shorter.
Yeah.
Like some insects live for a day.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's-
busy day.
That's why the insects will always win. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of apocalypse you throw at them, if there's a way for something to survive, an insect will.
An insect.
An insect fucking will.
And if not an insect, something smaller like a bacteria. Or something.
Yeah, that'll always keep going.
Or something even smaller than that, like a German. First country that came to my mind for some reason.
Yeah, fair.
The Polish.
Yeah.
They don't let anyone in, so.
Wow.
Oh, they don't get any to terrorism. No terroristic.
Apart from that classic homegrown goodness.
What?
Classic homegrown terrorism, man.
Oh, yeah.
There's always a bit of classic homegrown terrorism.
Yeah, well, obviously. But,
Yeah,
that doesn't get out, does it? They squash that.
Yeah.
You just call homegrown terrorism, somebody being
A lone
crazy
person.
yeah,
Mhm.
they're a nutter.
Yep.
They're
This isn't an act of terrorism. This was a deluded individual.
they're like a cake
It doesn't matter
McCann.
that he was on a forum with a lot of other people who say the same stuff. Stop talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter if they're contacting terror networks to get material.
It doesn't matter.
It
alright?
definitely doesn't matter if they've been in like a Black Rock advert
No.
and they've also got zero footprint on any social network
Yeah.
and they somehow managed to shoot something at a president without anyone seeing.
Yeah, that's a bit suspect.
Yeah, that's for anyone who doesn't know, like that's literally what that little dude that shot at Trump, or did shoot Trump.
The president
yeah.
shot the president.
Yeah.
You got to say it there. He shot the president.
Well, president at the time, though, was he?
He was previous president.
Previous one, yeah.
And they
true.
still call him Mr. President.
They do, don't they? It's
Yeah.
weird. I always found that weird.
The old president for life. You're just not an active president.
Yeah, I always found that really strange
It's
myself.
weird.
It is weird.
It's an American thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I
Because
mean,
they're obsessed with their titles because they don't have real ones.
yes. We're kind of silly though because we don't have any limits. Like everyone's on about like Trump going for a third term and all that.
Yeah,
like,
I
will he
know.
do it? And I'm like, yo, all of us could.
They
Many
can just
have-
keep going.
They can go as long as they want.
Keep on rolling.
And we don't even have free speech to stop them anymore.
Nope.
Like, I saw about.
Don't you fucking demonstrate. You know those people who came before us who put in loads of anti-demonstration laws, and we were at the time, we were like, don't you do that. That's really that's bad. You shouldn't be doing that. We're going to stand up for people's rights. Well, we're in power now, so it doesn't really matter.
Who's standing up for people's rights? That doesn't happen.
No, legit. That like during
What are you
the
on about
time
here?
when the Conservatives were bringing in all these fucking anti-demonstration laws, Labour was like, "Oh, this is so this is illegal. This is terrible. You can't be
Oh, I
doing
see.
this." And now they're in power. Suddenly, it's not a problem.
No problem at all. It was terrible when they weren't there, but now they're there.
Now
like,
they're there.
Makes it a bit easier, doesn't it?
It's all right now, isn't it? Because
Not
it's
the worst
us.
thing.
It's us. It's your friendly neighbourhood, different colour.
Well, like I said about. I forgot
That's
to
all it
mention,
is. We're just
actually.
a different colour now. We're still the government.
Yeah. We're talking about a worse kind of different colour, though.
Yeah.
More racism towards good old whiteys.
Oh, fucking
They're
Jesus.
crackers
Christ,
like
go on
us.
then.
I think I already
Oh,
did
yeah,
mention
yeah.
to you
I
beforehand.
can't remember. Yeah.
West Yorkshire Police.
Oh, yeah.
They've put a temporary ban or stop on white people applying and becoming coppers and that.
It just seems
'Cause
weird.
there's too many, I guess.
It just seems weird.
I really.
I understand the impetus. I understand the point.
I understand the problem. I get the
I don't
idea.
think this is how you solve it.
I don't think so either.
You know how you solve people wanting to be police officers more?
I'd take anyone that would.
You probably
We
pay
willing?
them a bit more.
That would help.
It's a fucking horrible job. Give them
Yeah.
a bit of money.
Mate, well, also as well, give them a bit more like respect and a bit more backing.
Also, make them
Worse
go
in
for
America,
jobs
that
that make them go to jobs that actually are fucking important and actually need to be dealt with for the betterment of society, rather than sending them around because there's some kids smoking weed in a park.
I mean, at the same time, though, when you start saying that kind of stuff, that's when you start getting the issues, though, where people will steal up to a certain amount, a certain monetary value,
Yeah.
because they know the police won't come out for anything
Yeah.
more than 200 quid.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying to people, if you're going to rob stuff, then I'm not trying to make people rob, but I'm trying to say if you do,
There's a cap.
there's a cap.
There's a cap.
that you may want to
No
follow.
cap. There's a cap.
No cap. Yeah, no cap. No cap.
I mean, it's like this thing is like there's so many jobs that are fucking horrible that don't get paid enough, and then there's people who get paid way too much for doing a job that's way too fucking cushy. You know what I mean? Like
What are you on
the
about?
fucking Labour, not even just Labour MPs, just the MPs in general, giving themselves all a 9% fucking pay rise in the middle of all of this shit where they're saying, oh, we've all got to tighten our britches, we're all in this together. Oh, it's so hard. You can't have any money, Mr. Disabled, because you have to work now because it's so hard. Oh, but me, I need more money.
Well, I mean,
And give me a duck pond for free.
he is the top 1% after all.
Well, exactly.
But Mr. Keir Starmer, though, he keeps trying to make a show of like paying for stuff himself or refunding things back to the government.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but I'm sure there's other ways you're getting plenty of your money.
Also, not everyone else is doing that, though, are they?
No.
We all saw the scandal of the fucking the MPs, but like claims and shit of what they were doing. It's like literally someone claimed a duck pond.
Oh, really?
They were like, "Oh, I put a duck pond into my house, and therefore that counts because it's building up on the thing that I use as my house for the constituency. So therefore, you pay for it,
Right.
and that's all on the taxpayer. Thank you very much, 100%.
I'd say the biggest problem, rather than the MP that applied for that, is the people that allowed it as well.
It was ingrained, and it still is. It's like people think it's changed. It's not fucking changed. MPs' expenses, they spend so much of our money on shit that they shouldn't be spending money on. Like,
We need
did you
a
know
go-to,
one
will ya?
of the fucking meals
Oh,
they get
yeah.
for free is worth like £250 fucking pounds?
Yeah, it's really, because it's proper expensive
It's
shit.
proper expensive
With the
shit,
best
and they get
produce.
it for fucking free on our fucking money.
Is it not heavily subsidised? I feel like they have to pay a small amount.
I don't know, but
I've
it's
seen
certainly
it.
not enough.
No, it's nowhere near enough.
And it's fucking crazy. These people are dining out on our money constantly and then telling us that there's not enough money to go around. Well, fuck you.
Pretty much, though, yeah.
Cunts, man.
Like, none of this stuff surprises me now, though, is the sad thing about it.
No.
Because they've been doing it for a while.
But let's not end on a bad note. Let's end on a good note. You know?
Yeah. I'm not too bothered about talking about
yeah,
the
exactly.
government
I
people
don't want to go too deep in it. But yeah, no, that's basically all I had for this week. That's I had a.
Although I do, it does like the whole. I will mention like the whole West Yorkshire policing a few more times.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but silly.
It's silly.
It's I know it's all about wearing. No, it's about wearing blue. That's the
Yeah.
only colour that shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
There we go. That
A
was a
thin blue line, motherfucker.
good, what the hell? Oh, did you know? Actually, that's a thing that you might not know about. I'm not sure. That AI has officially passed the Turing test now.
Oh shit! There we go.
It's an official. Like,
It's alive.
whatever the official parameters are of
Yeah.
the.
Has to fool someone into thinking that it's a living person.
Mm-hmm. From the sounds of it, I think it might have been like, rather than like a robot.
Mm.
Because when I first heard that, I kind of took it like a full-on robot
Yeah,
persuading
no, it
someone
can
that
be.
they're a real person.
Yeah, no, it can be like a chat thing.
Yeah,
it
chatbot.
can be a conversation over
Yeah.
the phone. It just has to convince the other person that they are 100% real.
Yeah.
And they've done that a few times. There was someone else who managed to
We've
get.
seen examples, yeah.
Yeah, there's someone else who managed to get an AI to call into a company as though they were an old person who couldn't set up their account
Oh, wow.
and needed help with it. So they helped them set up an account with the AI completely, because it's like, oh, it's just a bumbling old lovely old man. He needs a hand. I'll help him out. We need the money, all that kind of shit.
Oh, that's jokes.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me, though. Like, I guess that's essentially what this official passing the test must mean.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's like, when you're doing, you want to do a Guinness World Record and you do it a few times and you've done it, but it's not until you pay the money for that Guinness World Record man to come out that it becomes official.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they did.
Guinness Book of Records.
They went and paid the official robot man.
Yeah.
What is that thing they call the Three Laws?
Don't know.
There's a person they normally use of it. Well, it might be from a film. I'm not sure. Might be.
Isaac Asimov.
That's the
Yeah.
one. That was
The Three
suddenly
Laws of Robotics.
Isaac Asimov.
Yeah.
That person.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I was trying to remember him now.
Yeah.
But him.
You must not allow a human to come to harm. You must not
They would have
harm
failed
yourself
already, though. They'd
unless
obviously
by
done.
your inaction you would cause a human to come to harm.
I got a funny story for you. We can finish on if you want.
Yeah.
It's about a negative thing, but it's like kind of funny.
A good negative.
No, it's actually very negative.
A negatory.
It's actually completely negative, to be fair.
Oh, it's
so I
completely
don't know.
negative. All right, let's go.
I'll just tell you anyway.
Fucking
though.
go.
Um,
Let's do it.
There was a woman
I'm down.
whose son died.
Oh, shit.
You're not going to start, but her son died. And then, they did all the stuff. They had a nice funeral.
Right.
Like, it was banging. It was cool. And then they were, like, cremated.
Right.
I get that. I don't know what I'd do, but I get cremated. I might get put into, like, maybe...
At least you know you're definitely dead and you're not going to wake up in a coffin.
That's true. That's
Right.
very true.
Fucking do it.
Yeah. And if you are, going to get burned, and you're asleep for it anyway.
Yeah.
People do come back in coffins. That happened so much in the Victorian times that they used to put the bells on.
Yep.
So it'd be
Ding
like...
ding 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 ding. By the way, I'm still alive down here. I don't want to die, please.
People thought it was like a zombie warning for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a zombie
No.
warning. I think it's because they weren't very good at, telling if someone was just dead or in a coma.
Yeah.
Like
Comas were hard to detect when you're an idiot.
Yeah. And proper shallow breathing.
There were some real idiots being doctors back in that time.
Everyone, arguably.
No one had
Because-
any official training. You just called yourself a doctor and started reading books.
And the best doctors,
If you were lucky.
the smartest people and the ones that got the most like resources,
Yeah.
like your Benjamin Franklins, they figured out stuff. We found out like hundreds of years later by fiddling with dead bodies in their basement. I mean,
accurate, yeah.
You mean that's exactly-
that's exactly what they did.
Benjamin Franklin, like they found like recently, haven't they? Like a
Yeah.
load of bodies in his
Yeah,
actual basement.
yeah.
They were like behind.
Well, he was
the
just
door
buying them
somewhere
up and like doing experiments
and fiddling with them.
and
Yeah,
fiddling with them.
doing a little fiddle.
There were multiple people who were like thrown into like jail or executed by the Catholic Church for examining how the human body worked and dissecting humans,
Yeah,
because it's like that was considered just abhorrent
well,
beyond
it's
belief.
God's creation, isn't
It's
it?
God's creation. You shouldn't be checking out God's creation. How dare you? But like,
Well,
think
their
about-
method of medical stuff for ages, to be fair, was if the Pope dead, let me get this hammer and bonk him on the head
Yeah.
and check.
Yeah.
If
But it
they still
literally-
do to this day.
Yeah, it literally saved so many millions, if not billions, of lives.
What?
Just the examination of how the human body actually
All
works.
that fiddling was made it so that we
Yeah.
understand stuff, and we're so good at saving people now. There's too many people in the world.
That's true.
Yeah, that's how
That's
good we
true.
are at it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this woman's son died, though, and they cremated it.
Yeah.
Um,
They cremated it.
well, I suppose there was a coffin in there too.
So yeah.
it
The
was a
whole
mixture.
package, isn't it? Yeah.
And then they Royal Mailed it to Royal Mail lost it.
Oh fuck.
Gave him compensation for 50 quid though.
Oh, fuck
So
off.
it's all good.
50 quid. I
That's
bet
it.
it was in a voucher for the fucking Royal Mail.
Well, I'm pretty sure from when I've looked at it, when I've sent stuff, £50 the minimum.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
It's the minimum.
Oh, sorry we lost your son. Or your mum. Is it son or mum?
Son.
Son.
Mum lost her
Fucking
son.
hell. Sorry we lost your son.
Oh, Mum didn't lose a
That's
son. Mum
gonna be-
lost a son,
yeah,
but
yeah.
then post office really lost a
Yeah.
son.
Sorry you lost your son, you know. Sorry it's such a tragic event. Here is the equivalent of a meal out. For
A
yourself.
good meal.
Not anyone else, just you.
Yeah, yeah. A really good meal.
A really
Takeaway.
nice meal.
Really nice
Yeah.
takeaway.
Yeah, you can get a takeaway, a real nice takeaway for a few people on that.
Yeah.
Have that. That'll
That
fix
makes up for it.
that'll fix the pain in
Makes
your
up for
heart.
As if though as well, like
Fuck off.
if I was
fucking
Royal
post
Mail,
office.
I'd have got an
Oh,
urn and
Royal
just
Mail, yeah.
burn something and put the ashes in there. Maybe dunked a few teeth in it. Actually, no, I think they remove all that stuff.
God
first.
damn, what a piece of shit company.
Yeah, I know.
What a piece of shit company.
I wonder if that means that the people that sent it, the cremation people,
Yeah.
only put like the insurance as it's only worth 50 quid. Because I'm sure you had to change it.
That's
But
that-
for them to acknowledge that though, either, it's
that's
like,
fucked.
somebody fucked up there.
That's so fucked, man. It's so fucked. Anyway,
Surely
I'm
she's
gonna have
do
to.
a sue.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
got to. I'm gonna have to get going though.
You're going to get going as quickly as she's getting going to the Royal Mail office as well,
with a lawyer in tow,
with a lawyer in tow.
and that's
Smart thing to
only logical.
It is exceptionally logical
Yeah,
and exceptionally squishy.
I find it squishy too.
Don't
I'm
be a
getting all
butt
squishy
muncher.
about it right now.
Come get squishy with us.
Join the laughter wave.
Make a fuss.
Yeah,
That's it, and it
that's it. Yeah. So that's been Squishy Logic for this week.
has indeed.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Keep it squishy.
Until next time, always be logical.
I'm KD. He is Nathan.
And that's all the way.
Love you. Long time. Bye bye.
Yeah, you know with KD, the laughing stock niggas got that voice. In this crazy world, we gotta make a choice. They say our logic squishy, but we're making noise from the top of the charts. Here the people rejoice. Stop being buck munchers, just get squishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss. Stop being buck munchers, just get squishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss.